Have you ever pondered over the art of whiskey making? How do those golden drops of liquid magnificence come to be? Well, sit back, relax, and let's embark on an enlightening journey through the world of whiskey. The process of whiskey making is a delicate dance between science and art, steeped in centuries of tradition. It all begins with a simple, humble grain. Whether it's barley, corn, rye, or wheat, the choice of grain imparts a distinct character to the whiskey. Firstly, the grain is milled, a process that breaks down the kernels into smaller pieces, making it easier to extract the sugars needed for fermentation. This milled grain is known as grist. Next, the grist is mixed with hot water in a vessel called a mash tun. The heat helps to convert the remaining starches in the grain into sugars, creating a sweet liquid known as the wort. The wort is then transferred to a fermentation vessel, often a wooden vat or a stainless steel tank. Here, yeast is added to the mix. This is where the magic happens. The yeast ferments the sugars in the wort, transforming them into alcohol. This process is known as fermentation and can take anywhere from a few days to a week. The result of fermentation is a low-alcohol liquid known as the wash, which is essentially a type of beer. But we're not making beer here, we're making whiskey. So, the wash is distilled not once, but typically twice. Distillation is a process of heating the wash in a still. As the wash heats up, the alcohol evaporates, travels through the neck of the still, and condenses into a liquid again. The first distillation, known as the wash distillation, takes the strength up to about 20 to 30%. The second distillation, known as the spirit distillation, can take it up to 70% or higher. But it's not just about strength, it's also about flavor. The distiller can control the flavor of the whiskey by choosing when to make the cuts during the spirit distillation. The final step in the process is maturation. The distilled spirit is filled into oak casks, where it will rest for a number of years. During this time, the whiskey develops complexity, flavor, and character. It absorbs the natural compounds in the wood, which give it color and flavor nuances such as vanilla, caramel, and spice. So, to summarize, the whiskey-making process involves selecting and milling the grain, mashing it with hot water to create the wort, fermenting the wort with yeast to produce alcohol, distilling the alcohol to increase its strength and flavor, and finally, maturing the distilled spirit in oak casks to develop its unique character and complexity. There you have it, the intricate journey from grain to glass, a testament to the art and science of whiskey-making. Each step is a crucial chapter in the whiskey's story, a tale that unfolds over many years under the watchful eyes of the master distiller. And the end result? A sublime elixir, meant to be savored once